Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be opening another one of the mini brands Create, the Krispy Kreme. It's the holiday edition. In this one there's 3 to collect and make. I did this one on my last video, so I'm hoping to find the other 2. So let's see what this one is. Oh, that one actually opened nicely. Alright, let's see. I tried to, well, they only had 5 balls. I was trying to feel and I don't know what I've done with my scale. I've got it packed up somewhere. I couldn't weigh them, but I'm hoping this is one of the other ones. So let's see which one this one is. And, oh, it is a different one. Yes. Nice. So, did number 1 last time, and this one is donut number 2. So, yay. Got a second one. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so afraid I was just going to get all the same. Alright, let's open these. And we have our chocolate icing. Our peppermint mocha. We got peppermint mocha. Our decadent whipped cream. This is our little UV light. Sprinkles for the donut, the crazy tweezers that are always jacked up, and a straw. And this are not hollow, which is strange to me. Alright, and then the last bag, we get our donut box. Ooh, our nice tall cup. And our donut. Okay. Pull my table over here. Set this back there for now. This is our cute box, which is sometimes a pain in the rear to open. That one opened nicely. And let's check out this donut. I love these little bags they come in. So adorable. Come on. You can come out. There you go. Alright, I'll put my little bag up. Love, love, love these. These are so cute. Wish they had like holiday themed the bags, though. That would have been extra cute. But we can't ask for everything, I guess. Alright. So let's check out what it wants us to do with this one. So it wants us to coat it with, wait, what? Is it saying 2/3 of the bottle? And then a half of the sprinkles? Or is that telling us how much is actually in there? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That is strange. I know there's not many sprinkles in there, but that's really weird. Oh, okay. That's why it wants us to reserve some, because we're putting chocolate drizzle on the drink and the rest of the sprinkles on here. Okay. I was confused for a minute. I was like, what is it telling us? Alright. So our donut. Okay, so wait a minute. Hold up. Oh no. I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I was missing one of the resins. It was just right in front of my face. Alright. I like to keep these because these do not have a solid lid. And if I have any left, I like to put these back on it. That way it at least seals it in there. Okay, let me get my sticky tack here. I'll get a little bit more. Stick it to my table. Okay, let's see if I can make this stick here so I have a little bit better control. Alright. And I've got my toothpicks over here. I'll probably do 2 layers of this because it looks beautiful and dark right now. But as soon as you start running it down your donut some, it does lighten up quite a bit. I don't go too far down because I have noticed others making these and them not fit in the box, especially if you're doing layers. So I try to be careful and mindful of that because I do want to display it in the boxes. That just went on very nice. Pretty impressed there. I do want to go in here some though. Pretty impressed with this resin actually. Usually it's just a runny mess, but I have no complaints today. Alright, let me cure this really quick. And actually, I'm pretty impressed with the color on this one. I mean, I can see a little bit on certain angles, but I'll just do a thin layer that way I can put the sprinkles on. That actually looks really good. Usually the chocolate is pretty see-through, but I don't know if you can tell in the camera or not, but it is a little bit, but it's actually darker than what I'm used to. So, nice job. Good job, Mini Brands. Alright, now go on with a little lighter layer. Not too dark or much. I'll lay that on its side. And smear this one. I said on my last video, I never could find the Halloween ones. I was so bummed. But I'm just gonna, I guess, break down and buy them on somewhere. I really didn't want to do that, but my area stinks for getting new things, so. Alright, let me get my sprinkles really quick before it does start running. And I want to semi-place these. I just need my toothpick. These are really cute. I like them a lot. Okay. Come on. Work with me here. There's a lot more green sprinkles I've noticed in here. Oops, I didn't mean to get 2 red ones right beside each other. I want to move you. Let's see here. See, like that. I don't like that. Green one. I need another red one. Alright, let's see. 2 little red ones. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Oh, I need one more right over here though. And right there. All right, let's cure that. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the phone. That turned out really cute. Just realizing how big that donut is. I'm so used to Miniverse donuts. These just look ginormous compared to the Miniverse ones. But easier to decorate too. So I do like that about it. All right. And I want to find just the regular Krispy Kreme series too, especially that birthday, the rare one. Oh, I really like that one. Those look really cute too, and I haven't seen those either. Just never. There we go. That's nice and cured. Get that sticky tack off the bottom there. And move it on my table. Set that to the side. That is so cute. All right, and stick it in there. Oh, it's just perfect in there. All right, and then let's move on to our peppermint latte. I'm assuming, or is it a peppermint mocha? Okay. All right, so not gonna worry about the nozzle because we're just filling it up with this. It already feels pretty empty. I've seen that most squeezing the bottle, you pretty much get exactly what you need. You just have to be patient and let it all run down. So I'm going to let this continue running down, and I'll be back once I get it full. All right, that is nice and full now. It's about where they had it. So, oh, nope. See, I do this look at that. That one little second zap. That's okay. Isn't that crazy? That is how quick that thing cures. I'm just going to take this little top layer off. No problem. Leave it to me to forget the straw. I'm always yelling at the screen, don't forget the straw, and then look at me here. Forgetting the straw. All right, give me 1 second to clean this up and I'll be right back. All right. That was funny. I'm always sitting there. You forgot the straw, and then I just done the same darn thing that I always yell at the screen about. Oh yeah. All right. Let that cure for a moment. On the bottom side, get this ready. Okay, where is the tip I just used? I just used one. Didn't want to dirty. Oh, it's sitting here. Right here. I don't dirty up the other one. Get that ready. Put these useless tweezers up. Alright. As you see, this light cures really fast, so make sure you get your things where you want them and the bubbles out. And your straw in. Alright. Next, it wants us to top it with our whipped cream. And then do the chocolate swirl. This is so much easier without that straw in there. We're gonna, oh gosh. Why is it? Okay, hold up. I do not like how this is looking. Hold on 1 second. Why is my tip acting all weird? Huh. That is strange. It wasn't even leaving the pretty little marks. I'm going to remove that part. Because that is just strange. Let me check this tip. I just used this 2 seconds ago. There's no way it's dried in there. It's nice and wet. I do not understand that. Okay. Let me set this down here. Alright, I'm just going to pick up where I left off. That is really strange how that tip was acting. Okay. Well, that's still cute, but not as cute as it would have been. That's okay. I'm just going to live and learn. Alright, next, hopefully this works well. It's not going to be as pretty as that because I could not get that as pretty well. I'm just kind of going to go over it like this. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some on here. That looks cute. There's so many green ones. Alright, let me cure this part before it starts running anymore. Now back up. Oh, that just pops on. Alrighty. Still cute, but I knew the resin was going to run a lot, which is okay with me. You're not going to get those perfect little lines anyways, so I still think it's adorable. Not my best work, but it's okay. I still love it. Cute, cute, cute. Alright. Of course, the whipped glue isn't dry yet, but as long as the resin part's dry. Alright. There we have our cute little peppermint. Is that what they call this? Oh, they didn't even name them. Alright, but that's okay. This is our peppermint latte and our donut. Alright, guys. Looking for one more. I hope one of the 3 that I have is one of those. If not, I hope my store gets more. Because if not, I'm going to be on the hunt for that final one, which is the Christmas tree, which looks like the trickiest one of them all, of course. I think the Santa suit was the easiest. This one wasn't hard either, to be honest, but my nozzle hadn't messed up. It would have been an easier part, but that's okay. It still turned out super cute. But that's all I've got for you guys. Hopefully I'll see you with that final one soon. Bye, guys.